listening in the context of the person's environment. This is from their life view. This is kind of like being objective, right? Kind of like being objective where you give that space for them to talk. But this is a little deeper. In other words, I want to listen from your experience. See, Jackie and I have been married 18 years, together 20 years. Little secret, before that, she actually had a life. And the person that you're with had a life before that. And they process life a certain kind of way. They've been through things that influence how they view life. They've experienced things in their home that influence how they view life. I'm going to let you in a little secret. You don't know everything you need to know about your spouse. You might think you do, but you don't. And so when I listen to Jackie, I want to listen from how she views life. I'm not trying to project my life view onto her experience. Oh, well, when I was younger, we didn't do it that way. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think many of us do that. Many of us, when we're trying to listen, we're trying to project how we would have, done it if we were in that situation, or if we were there, or how mommy did it, or daddy, or in my home we do it this way, or because, we got the best. No. My wife had a life, and she's been through a lot of things in her life, and that has formed how she views life. That has formed how she expects, what she expects out of life, the things that she values and she doesn't value. My job, if I'm really going to listen to my wife's heart, is I got to be able to listen from her perspective, from her life view. I have to validate, and that's one of the things that we do, validation. I have to validate her life. I have to validate her experiences. I have to let her know that her life view is important to me. Because when I do that, when I let her know, when I validate, when I'm encouraging her, when I'm saying, you know what, it must have been hard to do that, or I can see why you. Validation doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with her life view, but I understand her life view. And when I'm doing that, when I understand Jackie's life view, what that communicates to her, he's listening to me. He cares about me. He cares about how I view life. We might not agree, and Jackie and I don't agree on the way we see life sometimes. You ever gone to a movie with somebody and get a totally different perspective? And you're like, dude, how did you see that in that movie? Like, I didn't even notice that. Because it's your life view. What you're watching in that movie comes about because of how you've experienced life. What you saw about life. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? And in order for me to hear her heart, I got to hear how she values things from her life view. So basically, validating, and this is page 21 in the middle, is giving value to your spouse's point